guys, it's Kaila here. I have a knife review for you guys today on the Butcher. This is by ADV Tactical. Andre DeVillers is actually the man behind ADV Tactical. He is the maker and designer of this knife, and I had the pleasure of getting to meet him and his beautiful wife while I was out at Blade Show this year. Let me just start off by saying that if you guys ever have the opportunity to get out and go to Blade Show, I would highly recommend it. It is such a good time. I actually prefer to go to Blade Show over SHOT Show. Don't get me wrong, Vegas is definitely a good time, and if you have the chance to go out to SHOT Show, definitely go to that as well. But for me, I would prefer to be in a room filled with nothing but knives. That does it for me. Obviously, you guys know I'm such a knife nut and a knife fanatic, and I prefer knives over anything else. So, and that's basically what Blade Show is. It's just like one big, humongous room filled with every kind of knife that you can possibly think of. So, it's an incredible experience. And then not to mention the fact, too, that every single knife maker that I absolutely look up to and admire and adore is there as well. So, it's very overwhelming. It's a good overwhelming. And there's just so much to see and do. And I'm like a little kid in a candy shop when I'm at Blade Show. I'm like, there's so much to see, and who do I talk to, and what booth do I go to first, and what do I buy? And there's a lot, and it's so much fun. So you guys will definitely have a good time if you get the chance to go out there. Definitely do it. And who knows, you guys might see me out there as well. So anyways, I got to meet Andre and his beautiful wife while I was out at Blade Show. The first day, I walked over to their booth, introduced myself, and I saw this beautiful knife sitting on the table. So I picked it up, I'm checking it out, and I instantly fell in love with the looks of this knife. There's clearly no denying that this is just an absolutely beautiful knife. You look at it and you're like, yeah, definitely, it's a gorgeous knife. But when you get up nice and close and you really look at the detail that he put into it, you can tell it's just a really well thought out, very strong, well-built knife. It feels incredible in your hand. It's solid, it's durable, it's tough, and it's just a really beautiful, detailed knife. So obviously I fell in love with the looks of it, and then I'm sitting there and I'm playing with it, I'm flipping it open. He's telling me about all the different features. It's got a really cool roller bearing system, and there's just a bunch of different things about it that the more and more he's telling me about it, and the more I'm playing with it and looking at it, I'm like, I gotta have this knife. I absolutely love it. I have to have it. But it's kind of like an unwritten rule at Blade Show, or at least for me it is, that you don't buy the very first thing that you fall in love with. And I say that because, I mean, if you have money to burn while you're out at Blade Show, then by all means, buy whatever you want. But for me, I don't have a ton of extra money to spend, so I have to be kind of particular in my purchases. It's kind of like dating. You have to see what else is out there. You have to weigh out your options, make sure that it's the right fit for you before you fully commit. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that I had checked out everything before, I dropped all my money on a knife. So I spent 3 days walking around and checking everything out, and there are a ton of different knives to look at, tons and tons of beautiful knives, and I always found myself going back to his booth and picking up this knife and checking it out. And I wanted to buy it right off the bat, but I was like, I'm going to check everything out and just hold off for a little bit. But in my opinion, and for those of you guys that actually attended Blade Show, you guys can weigh in and let me know what you guys think. But I personally think that this was one of the best buys, or one of the better buys of the show. This was hands down one of my favorite knives of the show, one of the highlights of the show for me. And I think that it was definitely one of the best buys of the show. There was a lot of different things to choose from too, and so that's just my personal opinion. You guys can let me know what you guys think, for those of you that attended the show. But for a mid-tech, I think that the price that he's asking for this knife is very, very reasonable, especially for what you get. So, and that's just my opinion. But anyways, so the last day of Blade Show, I ended up going over and I ended up getting it. And I've had it for the last like 4 months now. I've been carrying it every single day. And for those of you guys that follow me on Facebook, you guys know I post videos and pictures constantly of me using and carrying this knife. And I'm very, very pleased with it. So anyways, that's pretty much my little Blade Show story. I'm done rambling now, and we can go over specs and talk about the features and stuff like that. So I'll hold this up nice and close so you guys can get a good look at it if my phone will focus. So he decided to use S35 VN stainless steel, which, as most of you know, is actually really, really good steel. I actually have a couple of friends on my Facebook page that take their butchers out with them deep sea fishing, and they use it for like filleting the fish and everything. And it works really, really well. And they said they've never had any issues with rust or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about rust. Getting rust spots, whereas like a high carbon steel, you constantly have to keep it oiled and make sure that it's lubricated so that you don't have any rust spots or any issues. So S35 VN stainless steel is great steel. It also holds an edge very well, so you're going to get really good edge retention. This is hollow ground, so it's stupid sharp. So excellent for accurate, precise cuts. You can slice things very well. And it's got a high polished satin finish on it. The blade length is 3.9 inches. And as you guys can see, it's got some nice light jimping on the top there, so it just gives you a little bit of extra security for your grip. And it's 8 inches, just over 8 inches overall length. And it is a frame lock. So the frame lock, the back spacer, and the pocket clip are all titanium. So it's really just a nice solid knife. Let's see, what else? The pocket clip has a ton of tension on it, so it's going to fit nice and secure in your pocket. And the way that he has it set up as well, it's going to carry low in your pocket, so it's going to conceal nice and well also, as you guys can see. And then one of the things that he actually did that I thought was kind of cool is he put like a little bit of jimping on the pocket clip in there. So you can get right in there and pull it out, get a nice grip on it. And it's just like small little things like that he did all over the knife that just add to it, that little bit of extra detail that I was talking about earlier that really just make the knife. Let's see, what else? The back spacer has some really nice, deep, aggressive jimping. If my phone will focus, I'll show you guys. There you go. So yeah, so it's got some really nice, deep, aggressive jimping on it. You guys know how much I love jimping. And then also the back spacer is extended. So you can use it to break glass, you can use it to crush skulls, you can use it as like a self-defense weapon, you can use it as a glass breaker, couple of different options there. So I think that's a neat little feature. I like how he did that. And it looks really cool too. And then he's got a nice large lanyard hole that he put on there, so you can put a very thick lanyard through there if you'd like. And the one thing that I really love about this knife is the roller bearing system. The way that he did that, I think that's a really cool feature. The way that he did the roller bearing system is awesome. Most people use ball bearings, and the difference between roller bearings as opposed to ball bearings tend to be a little bit smoother when you open them. I personally have never had any issues with this not being smooth. It opens effortlessly, very smooth. I mean, as you guys can see, it's perfect. So I've never had any issues with that. Roller bearings, actually, they are a lot tougher. They last a lot longer. They hold up a lot better, and they're better in certain environments and conditions as well. I'll try to get up close so you guys can, my phone will focus, so you guys can take a good look at it, because it's a custom built pivot bolt. So I wanted you guys to see my phone sucks. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Oh. Anyways, my phone will focus here. You guys can take a good look at it. But pretty much it's a custom built pivot bolt that he used, and it's got a lockdown grub screw. And basically what that means is that it helps so that you can set the tension to change like the flipping action and stuff. So if you want to make it a little bit tighter or loosen it so it's a little bit smoother, you can do that as well. So I think that the roller bearing system is awesome. And like I was saying, it's good in different conditions as well. Especially in like places where there's a lot of sand, like dirty or dusty environments or conditions. Ball bearings tend to jam up a lot easier. And roller bearings, you're not going to have any issues with it jamming up on you. So definitely an awesome system. It also comes with a couple of Allen wrenches too, so you can get in there and change the tension and stuff. And yeah, and it's just extremely smooth, as you guys were seeing. So never had any issues with opening it. I mean, it opens effortlessly. So I prefer the roller bearings over the ball bearing system. I think that was really neat, the cool little feature. I think that's pretty much it. I think I went over everything. Went over clip, titanium, the specs. I think that's pretty much it. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the review, and you can go over and check out ADV Tactical on Facebook. I'll hold this up, and you guys can check it out if it will focus. My phone sucks so bad. Anyways, I'll leave all of this information in the description box down below for you guys so you can check it out. It's just Andre de Villers. I can put his cell phone number in there if he doesn't mind. I'll have to ask him, but it's on his card, so I'm assuming it's okay. And then you can email him, and like I said, ADV Tactical on Facebook as well. So definitely, I would definitely recommend going over and checking out these knives. Absolutely love this knife so much. I'm very pleased with it. And I think that you guys would really enjoy it as well. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys soon, all right? Take care. Bye.